Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've seen any of my previous videos, then you're probably aware that I love reading on my Kindle. So in today's video I wanted to delve a little bit deeper into whether I think owning a Kindle makes you read more. Obviously this applies to all e-readers, but I'm just using the Kindle as an example. I would like to say that there is really no right or wrong answer here. There is very limited scientific research about this, so mostly it just comes down to a matter of opinion. However, my opinion is that majority of the time having an e-reader does help you read more. I have noticed this on myself. So for example, the past few months I've been really quite busy with university work, but even so I've made time to read almost every single day, and I don't think I would have done this with physical books. I did find a study which was a 2017 study by the National Endowment of the Arts, and this found that American adults who read ebooks and listen to audiobooks consumed the most books per year. This was an average of 10 books a year compared to 4 books a year for people who read physical books only. So with that statistic out the way, let's take a look at some of the reasons why I think some people with a Kindle might read more, and a lot of these are directly linked to the advantages of reading on a Kindle versus on a physical book. The Kindle is so convenient, it's lightweight, it's portable, so obviously this means you can read books wherever you go, you don't have to carry them around. So I think this does contribute to helping you read more books. Next, I think reading on a Kindle is really easy because you can purchase the books instantly. So if there's a book you really want to read, you don't have to wait to go out to the shops and look for it, or you don't have to order it online and wait for it to be delivered. You can literally just get it and read it straight away. I think just removing that barrier of friction to actually getting the book does help, because it means if you want the book, you get the book straight away. Next reason why I think people that read on a Kindle tend to read more is because once you've purchased a Kindle, you feel like you need to make the most of it. So for example, the Kindle I own was over £100. So I really want to ensure that I'm using this on a regular basis. I don't want that to just go to waste and have the Kindle just sit in the cupboard not used. Also, I think the Kindle is really good if you're reading some non-fiction or like self-help type of books. So for example, you can very easily just highlight something that you want to make a note of. I think this makes it much easier than from a physical book. Obviously you can still take notes on a physical book, but it's just that little bit harder. And finally, I think that having a Kindle pushes you out of your comfort zone a little bit. So when you're buying books physically, you often look at how thick the book is, you look at the cover and all sorts of things like that. But on the Kindle, you can't see the thickness of the book, and most of the time you don't really take note of how many pages it is, and you can't see the cover in quite as much detail as you would in person. So I feel like you're more likely to pick up books based on their description rather than their physical appearance. And I think this is a really good thing. You know, don't judge the book by its cover and all that. I've actually read a book in the past which was really quite long, but I didn't even realise that when I first got into it. So it does show that even if you think you wouldn't normally pick this up on a Kindle, it just makes reading that much simpler and you can get through even long books. And it is quite motivating to read when you can see at the bottom of the screen it says how long you have left to read in the book or in the chapter. So if you see, for example, only 5 minutes till I'm done with this chapter, you're very likely to carry on reading that. So all this being said, I realise reading ebooks is not for everyone. Some people just don't like it, they don't get on with it, and that's fine. But I do think the overwhelming majority of people that get a Kindle tend to fall in love with reading ebooks and do it much more than physical books. So that's all I have for you today. Let me know if you've enjoyed this video, and let me know if you think that reading a Kindle helps to read more. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye!